Wait a goddamn minute. I was going to turn my shit on anyway, but then I had to scramble for my mic once I started playing. I need to know if that was just played just cuz or if it was because of the song choice. Because I'm not going to have no Chapel Roan disrespect in here, alright? Until she do something unseemly, I ain't going to stay for Chapel Roan disrespect. The song been on my mind for a week. Brandon, was good, man? How you been? Also, Mose, if you listening, thanks for the lurk once again. Oh, fuck. We not about to disrespect Chapel Roan like that. Sabrina Carpenter, a little. I get it. Taylor Swift, I ain't a Taylor fan, but as long as it ain't misogynistic, I'm good. Hold on, what the fuck? Oh, what other white girls out there? Natasha Bedingfield. This is a Natasha Bedingfield fan club. I will ban you and report you if you talk trash about Natasha Bedingfield. On me. I'm about to say on God, nigga. On me. Natasha Bedingfield slander. I'm finding your IP address. It's over. Been busy. Got 2 gigs this week and working on some music. Oh shit. Personal music or with the band? For both the 2 gigs and the music you making. Hope you well. Doing better. Doing good so far. Well then, I don't play about Natasha, right? As anybody that's been in like Discord calls to me over the past since Discord existed. Once we start talking about white people music, Natasha Bedingfield, I've been ever since Pocket Full of Sunshine came out. I've been a motherfucking soldier in that fucking military, cuz. Personal music of my own content in the future. Hey, you making like albums or just for like stream content stuff and everything? But yeah, no. Cool. I'm not gonna lie, I was wearing this shit around the crib and then I sat here, turned the stream on, and all the heat from this computer, once it had to start kicking in the stream mode, made that sweater very unnecessary. What was I gonna say? But no, I'm doing alright. Yeah. You know, had the usual like paranoia of like, what the fuck am I doing? This weekend had a little bit of like, yo, what the fuck going on in the world type shit. And then I calmed that down a little bit. And then I was on a call with my homies last night. We were just bullshitting, to be honest. My homie Justin got a he got a scam text message. Somebody was trying to finesse. I put finesse in heavy air quotes. Was trying to finesse him with Cash App and Bitcoin transactions and shit. So we was coming up with ideas to fuck with him. My homie Leno got back into making music this weekend after like a couple years being away from it. I was hype as shit. It showed me 2 songs. I was like, oh, he back, and I love it. And me and my homie Cam was trying to make a 2K Dynasty, and 2K kept hating on me because I don't play 2K like normal people. I just go in, I make an association, and I just try to make a 10-year dynasty no matter what. My player's overrated, baby. Fuck that shit. I leave that to Chris Smoove and them. I'm trying to make the New York Knicks fucking wreck the league for 15 years straight. Y'all niggas, I wait until the season is almost over and 2K is $8 and then I buy it. Because all I care about is having an updated roster with accurate enough stats so that I can make the proper transactions I need so that my 7-man rotation stays. You know how many times I voted in the owners meeting to up the fucking cap space so I could keep the current Knicks? Dog. I'm gonna get back to how I've been doing. I'm gonna just say it was 2K. What 2K was Kevin Durant on the cover of? Was that 13? 13 was him and Blake Griffin in them, right? So that was 15. I think was one with LeBron on it, right? No, 14 was the one with LeBron. 15, 2K15. That was the first year of LaMarcus Aldridge on the Spurs. Also, if you're not a basketball fan nor a 2K fan, I'm sorry. You're going to just have to hear me fan out and wax poetic about basketball for like 5 minutes. LaMarcus Aldridge just joined the Spurs. The Spurs is one of my tertiary teams that I fuck with. But like my main team is the Knicks. New York, I can't. I was rooting for them when they was trash. I'm up now that they decent. It's the Knicks. My second team is the Raptors because they became a team the year after I was born. A year before I was born. For my niggas. Fuck them other niggas because I'm my niggas. They was made the year before I was born, and they was in Toronto, which is basically Canada's New York. And then they logo a dinosaur. Cause how was I not supposed to fuck with that, bro? Bro, I had all the Rugrats movies on VHS. You think I wasn't gonna rep with the Reptars, the Toronto Reptars, bro? But yeah, and then the Spurs is one of my tertiary teams, right? But Kawhi Leonard, my favorite player of all time. Even with the under table payments he taking, Kawhi Leonard's still my favorite player of all time. With that being said, I was like, oh, I need to get Kawhi another ring. And LaMarcus Aldridge just got to the team. Tim Duncan was still there. Manu was there. Tony was still there. So it seemed like they were still going to be solid. And I went, I need to make a move to make sure I got a dynasty ahead of me. Because LaMarcus Aldridge like 30. Kawhi 22 or whatever the fuck. All the rest of his team old as shit, bro. They're all about to turn it. They about to get Thanos snap turned to dust. I went, what can I do? And I went, bro, I need Anthony Davis. I need that nigga Anthony Davis right now. And I traded LaMarcus Aldridge, Patty Mills. I think Tony Parker was in that trade. I think I traded all three of them and a bunch of first round picks. And they went through with the trade, and I went, look, ooh. And I got like halfway through the season. We was the best team in the league, right? And then I went, bro, but our point guard situation kind of dick, though, because I kind of don't got anyone. I'm just running with young dudes, and then Manu Ginobili off the bench running the point. And I'm just getting away with Kawhi, AD, and Tim Duncan just being great. Right? So I was sitting there, and I was like, damn, what can I do? So I went back to the Pelicans. I went, hey, bro, can I get... I looked at Patty Mills and Tony Parker, and I saw Patty Mills had 3 years on his contract, and Tony Parker's contract ended this year, and I went, hey, bro, can I get Patty Mills back? And they went, give us a first round pick and one of them rookies that you got. And I went, I don't even know who the fuck these dudes is. Got Patty Mills back on the team, won the championship. We was up. In the all season, signed Tony Parker back. He was like, I'm retiring at the end of the year. I went, I gotta get him a ring. Tim Duncan was like, I'm retiring. I was like, gotta get Tim one more ring. Guess what? Got Tim and Tony one more ring, right? So I was up. Kawhi Leonard, 3 finals MVPs already, 3 championships. I was good, right? And then I was like, damn, I'm getting tired of seeing this. So I'm gonna simulate a couple seasons and not fuck with the team for real. Simulate a couple seasons, won 1 out of 3 in a row, and then Kevin Durant became a free agent. And I went, dog. I went, let me see something real quick. I look at the contract extension. Kawhi was like, I'll take 10 mil less than the max contract. And I went, wait a second. And then Anthony Davis went, I'll take 5 mil less than the max contract. I went, that's 15 extra mil. Patty Mills not getting paid that much. Manu on his last leg. But he my 9th man on the team now. I got a bunch of rookies and like low contract dudes. And I went, can Kawhi Leonard take this? I mean, can Kevin Durant, would he come here? I gave Kevin Durant a max contract. Boy, pull it up. I went, oh my God. Oh, I'm about to ruin the league. Hey, Kawhi Leonard at the 3, KD at the 4, Anthony Davis at the center. Bruh, 4 rings. 4 rings, baby. And then you want to know what happened? A little kid named Giannis Antetokounmpo became a free agent. And I went, dog, I'll run a 5-man rotation right now, bro. If I get these 4, and then I'll fuck around and find out with minimum contracts, right? Got Giannis on the team. Giannis was running the point. I had Giannis at the point. I had Kawhi at the 2. I had Kevin Durant at the 4. AD at the 5. Oh my fucking God. I was a monster. I miss that. I miss that. Appreciate that, Mo. Thank you. Motherfucker, ready to go off. I was gonna do it regardless, whether or not niggas gave me permission. But that's just to say, them 2K days, the 2K time of like making. I don't play 2K like normal people. I just make teams. I'll play with them occasionally, like getting the controls, but I'll just simulate to see if I'm good enough as a GM. And sometimes I build dynasties. Sometimes I got a team with Devin Booker and Trae Young and a bunch of 85 overall dudes, and we make it all the way to the finals and keep fucking losing. I'm sorry, the other night really got to me. We lost 5 seasons in a row with one of the best teams ever. Like record wise. That shit was pissing me off. I'm sorry. I lost 5 seasons, bro. But nah. Other than that, I've been doing good though. I was gonna say something. Talked about, oh yeah, chilling with the homies last night. Doing all that shit, being silly, making con plans and like slight plans for like future trips and shit. And then I finally seemingly got my sleep schedule back on track. Due to just trying to get that drive back. Just trying to get that drive back in my life. So only the past, it's only been 2 days, but it's better than what it's been. Been consistently waking up at like 6:30. Now I ain't getting out of my bed. I'm not gonna lie. If I wake up, I'm never getting out of my bed unless I'm like, I know I'm on a small timeline to do shit, or I'm at like a convention. Because 9 times out of 10, I plan to wake up an hour before the con starts so I could go get food and then do whatever the fuck I need to get prepared for the con, whether it's just getting dressed, contacting niggas, or putting on a cosplay and shit. Con, I'll wake up early, get up, and just start going. But I finally started getting up at 6:30 more consistently. We're getting up at 6:30. I wake up. I've been waking up and just sitting up and reading shit now. Not gonna lie, reading first thing in the morning, kinda goated. At least for me personally. I know a lot of people read at night right before they go to sleep. Reading first thing in the morning, forcing myself while I'm groggy as shit to start like focusing on some words, that shit wake me up real quick. I don't need no coffee, no nothing. Make me have to read 3 paragraphs in a row. My brain went, hold up, bro, you threw a lot at me right now. I gotta get my shit together. And then guess what? I'm up. So I was sitting in that bitch right over there. I was reading I had to start this experiment with like a book I knew would be funny. So I've been reading the Disaster Artist by Greg Sestero, who's the dude that played that was the co-star in the worst movie ever made called The Room. And the book is about the making of The Room and him meeting and becoming friends and shit with Tommy Wiseau, who's the director, producer, writer, and star of The Room. And I've read that book like 3 times. I've listened to the audiobook like 5 times. I know the story. But I needed something to get my brain working. And I'm not gonna lie, I liked the book. I wasn't gonna wake up and just start reading James Baldwin off rip. Like that shit would have got me depressed. The only book like that I would have read off rip waking up is like All About Love by Bell Hooks or some shit. I would have read that. I'm not reading the other books I got that I'm reading right now. I'm not reading Monster by Cody Scott. I'm not reading Tukey Williams, the creator of the Crips. I'm not reading his book as soon as I wake up. That shit depressing, bro. I'm not reading depression as soon as I wake up. All right. 6:30 too early for me. Bro, that's a 30-minute difference. Also, once again, I'm not getting up. I'm waking up at 6:30. I'm waking up and then I'm rolling over. Where is it? I'm rolling over. I'm reaching on my stand. I'm getting my phone and I'm going. And then like 15 minutes in, I'm going, hold on, let me sit up. Hold on. Okay. Ooh. And then I put that bitch down. It's a big difference. See, here's the thing. I know I said that shit, and I like downplayed you. You're 1000% correct. Cause what time I had to be at school? I had to be in high school. I had to be there. We had to be there at 7:10. That's when school opened. I don't know why the fuck they said 7:10, but 7:10 I think it was. The bus showed up around like 6:45, 6:40 around my spot. So I had to wake up. I should have been waking up at like 5:45. I was waking up at 6:20. I was waking up at 6:20. I went, either I'm making this bus or I'm not, and I'm about to catch Justin in them buses. Or I'm about to go fucking a 5-10 minute walk that way, and I'm gonna catch another nigga bus, and I'll stand up. I don't give a fuck. But no, I know exactly what you mean. That 30 minutes is a big difference no matter what. Have to be at the bus by 6:15. See, here's the thing. I feel like I was supposed to be at the bus at 6:15, and I think the bus driver, I know what it was. We were supposed to be at the bus at 6:25, right? Because where I live, the closer bus stop was the first one. But halfway through the year, or like a quarter through the year, the bus driver recognized that the people that lived at the first bus stop, we was always late. Like, she was always gonna have to stop because the nigga was running like a block down or whatever. Or she was pulling up to the second stop and she was seeing people run from the other end of the apartment setup and get and like start waving her down like, hold up. So then she went the other way and realized the second stop kids was awake earlier. So then she would give us extra time to get to the bus. So my time ended up flipping. That's when I wake up to take her. See? Yep, that's always how it is as a parent. Until you turn to my mom and dad and go, hey bro, we all kind of got to get up at the same time. I got to use this bathroom first because I got to make money. So do what you want. And I go, I'll jump in between y'all for like 5 minutes. I'll brush my teeth, wash my face, jump out, go use the half bathroom downstairs for everything else. And I already took a shower, so I'm just going to throw some pants on and like a hoodie and I'm good in 20-degree weather. In high school, I had to get up 5 a.m. because my bus was one of the first, and I had to get that shit at 6:10. Jesus fucking Christ. Y'all would have seen me falling asleep in the first three fucking, in my first 3 classes, bro. Fuck that. I ain't gonna lie. I am gonna keep talking about school and shit for a second, in some way, in the tangent. I had no real plans. I turned on this PlayStation because I was like, my Clear Obscure save is still not caught up to where I used to be, only because I got work and shit, and other things that I want to do, like write essays and /make cosplays, and also I gotta do stuff. I gotta do research on a different thing that isn't a video essay, but it's something coming up soon that I still don't know if I can talk about yet, because it's not my project. I'm just along the ride for it, and dealing with personal shit. So like, I've been piecemealing that Clear Obscure shit, and also I've been playing a decent amount of Marvel Rivals again, because my homie Aspen asked me to play a couple of days ago, and I went, oh yeah, there's a new character out. That means I get to play Emma Frost. I played my girl Emma Frost, and you notice I called her my girl because that motherfucker one of my favorite is my favorite character in that game. Oh my god, I love being a support in games. Being a tank that like throws out a shield and it has a blast joint, but then just has a fuck it, I'm throwing these hands mode. Oh my god, that's speaking to my heart, cause that's like why I like Kimberly in fucking Street Fighter 6, because I get to go, hey, I'm gonna throw something out a couple of times, and then I go, fuck that, I'm just running up on your ass. Like, she a rush down character, but she got some distance between her. But no. I'm probably just gonna play Death Stranding. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was about to say something about school though. I was gonna say something about waking up early. Oh, I know what it was. Dog. Waking up I don't know if every school does this because I didn't search for this shit. I didn't care. I just cared about where I lived at the time. Or every what's it called? Every like county and every state does it this way. But elementary schools start the latest, if I'm, like where we was. Then like 30 minutes or an hour later, then middle school started. And then earlier than that, that's when high school started. So we started at like 7. Middle school started at like 8. And then fucking elementary school fucks started at 9. Everybody got out. Like high school got out an hour, like 2 hours earlier, and then shit, and it like fucking descended or whatever the fuck, right? That shit pissed me the fuck off. Cause what the fuck you mean? As I get older, I gotta wake up earlier and earlier. Either you make me wake up that early from the very beginning, or you don't get me used to coming to school at a decent time where I'm energized, alright? Because I'm not gonna lie, waking up at elementary school, I had energy. Middle school, I had some energy. High school, nigga, first of all, I got more work to do. This shit is more important now because like this is the end of my schooling. This is am I gonna graduate or not, bruh? My life is on the line right now in my mind at this point in time. Y'all gonna make me wake up at 6, maybe 5:30 in the fucking morning to start shit at 7, cut? Dog. That shit pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I started high school, that shit pissed me off, and it pissed me off until it didn't stop pissing me off until never, because I'm still mad. School started around 7:30 for me, if I'm not mistaken. School opened at 7:10 for us, but they let us walk, like pull up into the school, and then like people would go to clubs and shit like that, and like you just hang out or you get breakfast. So I don't think school actually start, like first period ain't start till 7:30 actually, or like 7 fucking or like 7:20 or some shit like that. Like we had some time. Like we had like good 10, 20, 30 minutes to just fuck around, and like that's when we was really waking up. But hated it regardless. I don't know if other high schools did that shit, but I know our county, I think, did that. And even if other schools did do that, I've learned to not make assumptions on what happened at people's schools, because I thought a lot of people learn things that it turns out isn't like a universal lesson to teach people. And I'll never make that mistake again. Cause what was it? It was something history wise. I can't remember. Oh, it was the fact that by the time like I got into like junior or sophomore year of high school, I was talking to some of my cousins in Brooklyn, and they was older than me by like 4 or 5 years. So they had graduated right as I started high school. And I remember telling them niggas, because in like 7th to 8th grade, they stopped telling us like, oh, Christopher Columbus discovered America, and started telling us like, oh nah, he didn't discover shit, like this shit existed, niggas was here, like that's not how it worked. Also, he wasn't looking for America, he wasn't trying to prove that the world was round and shit, this and that, because the globe exists. Like people corrected that shit, right? So I'm talking to my cousins and shit, and I forget how we get on the topic, but I'm like, hey, yeah, blah 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 blah. Yeah, fucking lying ass Columbus, this and that third. They went, you mean the dude that like discovered America? And I went, yeah. Wait, no he didn't. And then they went, yeah he did, we've learned that our entire, and I went, the fuck you mean? And they went, we've learned that. And I went, has New York City or state never like corrected that? Are they just telling y'all niggas this? They went, well, our school did. Because then I went to one of my other cousins who they same age, and they went, nah, my school didn't. And I went, what school did you go to? They went, oh, it was a technical school out in Queens. And I went, that's the difference. You went to a school with money and like care and consideration put behind it. They went to like the school around the corner in Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. Like they wasn't given the chance. And then I had to educate my like cousins that was 4 years older than me 4 or 5 years older than me, a couple of extra things, and I went, dog, I hate this feeling so much. Why am I telling y'all how the world works? Y'all are older than me. That's not how this is supposed to work. A school, dog, hold on. I really wanted to finish that shit. Sorry, Renee Rep. I fought with you, but I'm gonna have to stop that real quick. Dog, like, no. Like, I don't know what type of school you went to or whatever. Like, I'm not judging, like, people's education. Like, you get, no disrespect, like, and unfortunately, you get whatever's around you most of the time, for most people. But, like, you, no matter what district, what county, whatever you in, even if you think you had a good school, once you see, like, with real money going into a public school do to that bitch, you don't understand. like have you seen, like, the money schools? The schools with real money? That shit be pissing me off. Oh, fuck, I have an order. I think I did this shit to myself on purpose. Fuck if I remember. I don't know what this order is. I saw the timer go down. Where do I have to? Oh, fuck. I gotta go get a kangaroo, cuz. Dog, this is the most Australian mission ever. I gotta go get a kangaroo. All the kinds of luxury and shit. Dog, that shit blew mine when, like, I think there's BT's here too, because it's a dense forest, or at least somewhat dense forest. It gets dense, actually. Fuck yeah, it's a dense forest that then leads to them. And is that a what? I can't take anything for real. I could take, like, something on my shoulders maybe, and something on the gun rack. Other than that, I ain't got shit else. Wait, go back. Cargo. I got the shotgun on the gun rack. I got a gun on my gun rack. You might be a redneck if I hate myself. All right, hold on. Go back in there. I got a pistol holster. Give me the grenade joint. Should I get the grenade shot? I should get the pistol. I should get the regular pistol. Do I have one made already? There is no right. It's a taser, if I'm not mistaken. This shit don't do nothing to BT, so it is the grenade pistol. My boots are fine. I got the battle skeletons, and on my shoulders, I don't got nothing. I'm gonna get a ladder. Do I already have ladders? I'm gonna get a ladder, and I'm gonna get a climbing anchor. Sorry, I gotta think real quick to properly attach it to suit on the shoulder, attach your suit on the other shoulder, and then boom, place in handgun holster. All right, back. All right, let's go see if wait a second. Oh no, that's not him. I thought it was Jeff Keighley. I was about to lose my shit. I forgot Jeff Keighley. That's not Jeff Keighley. I was gonna say something about schools with money. I forgot the train of thought I was going on with schools with money. I'm kind of done. I know this is the only thought I have about school. I know I was thrown aback, or taken aback when I was talking to my cousins and shit. And
what in the world?
Dog.
We have a situation.
Are those meteors? Are those
I'm
bombs?
tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the Chiral Network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that.
Hold on, nigga. How do I know they told me I can extinguish a fire. I just don't know if I have the actual fire. I don't know if I have the equipment for that. Dog, this game is... Dog, past me is an asshole. Why would I do this? Corpus. Not the story. Not the people, the enemies, the tech. Chiral Jammer, the Ring, Cupid, Chiral Printer, Beats, or whatever the fuck, Chiral creatures, dooms, facilities, structures, cargo, terraform equipment, mysterious recordings, chiral density gauges, remote medical unit. Is it the remote medical unit? No, I don't see extinguisher. Weapons, field wear, battle skeleton, electric shock absorbers, patches, backup, tools, floating carrier, PC, container repairs. This is about to piss me off. Also, in doing that, I forgot the train of thought I was going on. Again. Dog, I might be the worst at this. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I said that. We were talking about schools. I'm not gonna lie. I'm on a different train of thought now. I had so because I wanted to talk to y'all, especially you, Brandon, because you were a creator of some sort. I think I said this like a couple of streams ago or something about being like your worst critic, especially because you in your own head and shit. Dog, the last stream I did of this game, I know I was like in a real cozy ass mood and like real like personally I was real nonchalant with my shit because like I wasn't tired, I wasn't exhausted, I was just like chilling. Fuck. But I remember the stream ended and I went, all right, I was like, that was a cool stream. I ain't gonna lie to you. Are these BT meteors? What the hell? Well, how is a whale coming down? Whatever. I went I went and exported the video and shit. I had to remux it because I recorded MKV just in case some shit happened. And I looked at how long the joint was and I tried to remember what happened. I went, dog, I don't remember anything I did. There are BT whales in this. This feels like the battlefield in the Mads Mikkelsen scenes in the first. God damn it! What the fuck? Oh, I walked straight through that fire. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, it's Kanye West. But I was looking at the file. I wasn't even watching shit. I was looking at the file and I went, dog, that's got to be like one of my worst streams in like recent memory. And like I don't know what the fuck was wrong with it. I just remember going, dog, that shit was dick. And I went, bruh. I was like, I feel like yo ass need to apologize to niggas for that. And no lie, that sounds real like fucked up, and it is. I ain't gonna lie, it is a fucked up outlook to have. But at the same time, shit was real funny to me like 2 days later. So I went, dog, that shit really was kind of ass because I had like 2-3 good ass streams in a row, and then I went, you kind of just I feel like you phoned that one in a little bit unintentionally. And I went, what the fuck makes a good Twitch stream? I went, I have no fucking idea. I have no idea at all. Dog, that shit knocked away the point I made to the kangaroo. I hate to hear. But that shit did lead me to like actually start to think for a second. I was like, what would be a good stream in general? Like what? Because like I know what it takes to grade a good TV show to myself or a movie or some shit. How the fuck am I about to carry this bitch? Dog, I put that motherfucker in a box.
Right, time to make our getaway.
Dog, I put that kangaroo in a coffin. Dog. Roger Jr. finna be tripping when I get home with his dad. But it did make me like start the question. I was like, what makes a good stream? What to you, speaking to myself, I was like, what to you makes a good streamer? And like, does that change depending on now the type of stream? And I say now because, dog, it's fucking. What the fuck is going on in Australia? Cause I need Danny. Bro, she need to start explaining some shit. But I say like, I say like depending on the content because of the fact that like originally me and streaming and like my knowledge and like being a fan of this shit or people that do it was solely video games because like damn I ain't fuck with this. I ain't fuck with this shit when like it was just Justin TV was like the streaming platform. But once like Twitch became like the big thing, live streaming video games was the thing I was here for. And then it's transitioned to like obviously IRL streaming, just chatting streaming, and then if it's your thing, what's it called? Hot tub streams and shit. And no judgment, trust me. But if that's your thing, yeah. And I went depending on what type of stream, what makes a good one, like what makes a good gaming stream. Would it be better if I didn't talk a shit ton, except for like moments like this, where like all I'm doing is walking through the fiery inferno that is Australia, with no real commentary or anything happening within the game, except through like the gameplay and shit. Or would it be better if I shut the fuck up, except for moments like that, if I just kept yapping? Because I seen, oh damn man, I don't know if that's to what I'm saying or to the game, but yes.
I'm still not sure how we survived that. Anyway,
dog. The game kind of gave me pathways out. But like I was sitting out watching niggas stream and like certain motherfuckers would not talk. They'll just play a fucking video game for a minute, and a lot of it is just niggas going, man, fuck. Like when they start fucking, and like that's the most you'll get. And I'll sit and watch streams like my homie Hippie. And I said it to him a break ago. I was like, dog, I'm not gonna lie. For me personally, you got a really good stream in the way you conduct this shit, cause like that motherfucker could keep a conversation going dolo, and like it's an art form to be able to do that. Kind of what I'm doing right now, actually. But like it's a consistent thing with that dude. Like he'll keep a conversation going, keep commentary alive, and to do it dolo is like a task and a half. Because I remember them early YouTube days of watching LPs and seeing dudes try to do it dolo, and like you'll get 10 minutes of silence when it's not edited well. And then I'll watch people with like, there's 2 people in the room, 3, 4 people. That's when like the conversation keep going because you got something to bounce off of. And I go, and I tell that nigga Hippie all the time, I'm like, dog, you ain't got nothing to bounce off of when like chat not going or nothing. And yo ass still keeping it. You still keeping it going. Dog. Dog. My internet didn't die. Hold on. Okay. It couldn't reconnect on its own. Is it live again? Because it says live now, but it says drop frames. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. It still says offline on fucking... Fuck going on? I'm not trying to... Nah. Yo, close it real quick. I'm gonna turn it back on. I'm gonna turn stream back on. Stop streaming. It should be hitting the remux right now. Hold on. It should, if it's actually, I could just close the bitch.